Hey all, and welcome to the second video for the Gamers United group. This week we're going to be looking at Hearthstone. I've had a few people asking me about it, so I thought now would be a great time just to chuck it up there and show people what it's all about. First of all, it's a free-to-play game. So it's all you gotta do is just download it from the Blizzard website, or you can download their installer or their loader. I don't know what you'd call it, the BattleNet loader, and click on it, and it'll load it up straight away. Well, it'll download it and then load it up straight away. It's like I said, it's completely free to play. You don't have to spend any money at all. The only money that gets spent on it is if you want to buy extra cards, which you don't have to do anyway. You can use in-game currency to do all that kind of stuff. So if you're not really interested in spending money, you don't have to. There's no advantages, there's no disadvantages. So it's a fun little game. If you feel like passing 5-10 minutes, it's a quick little game. So we'll get straight into it. As you can see here, I've edited out a lot of this because I had menu systems and I was showing a lot of other stuff in here, but it really wasn't worth it. I watched it back and it was so dull and dreary that I cut it all out and just went straight to the meat and potatoes of it, which is the game. As you can see, I'm in the top left hand corner. There is your opponent's name, or the opponent player's name, because it's all player versus player. You can do some player versus computer stuff, but really it's just a practice mode that lets you unlock different heroes that you can play as. Really, there's not much difference. But in the top left hand corner, you will see a lot of Asian characters. I'm not sure what they are. Japanese characters, Korean characters, I'm not sure. Either way, he's obviously across the other side of the pond. And some Asian country, I guess. And as you can see, there's no lag, there's no nothing like that. I'm guessing just because it's simply a card game. So the basic premise of the game is you play as a hero. You've got any number of heroes. You start as a mage. Anyone that's ever played Warcraft will know Jaina. You start playing as Jaina, the mage. As you go through the game and do some practice matches and beat other CPU characters, you can unlock different heroes. But like I've said, there's not much to it. Jaina can do a fireball spell. My opponent's hero, Thrall, he drops totems which does various different attacks, and there's really not much difference. So the only reason I'm playing as Jaina is because I've been leveling her up, and that's where most of my cards lie with the mage class. So really the premise there, you can see the blood drop on the heroes panel, which is at 14 for me now and 20 for him. That's obviously your life. The more people drop their cards down onto the table, they can obviously, they're your minions. You drop your minions, you attack the hero, and hopefully kill the hero. Obviously it gets much more in depth than that though. Once you drop a card down, it doesn't play until the next turn. So your card could be destroyed or killed, your minion could be killed even before you get a shot. And I'm down. That's how quick and simple it is to die in this game. Yeah, I suck. But it's a bit of fun. But anyway, whoever I was playing against then was a good character. He's obviously played this a fair amount. Okay, so my second opponent is Fizzy Elf. I don't know who that is, some random person. Okay, so here I'll try and go through what I'm actually doing, since that first game was over kind of quick. So there I'm just changing over some cards. You can select cards that you don't want to start with. You get 3 random cards, and you can choose not to have certain ones, but it's all random what comes out of your deck. Before you start playing, you can set up your deck, and your deck can have 30 cards in it, and they're all shuffled randomly, so you don't know what you're going to get. They just pop out of the deck randomly. Now, the little blue crystal at the top of the cards, you can see that they've got different numbers on them. And if you see at the bottom right hand side of the player board, there's crystals there. Mine says 0 of 2 at the moment. You have to have them. See, mine's gone up to 3 now. Every time you have a turn, the next round, it goes up by 1. Now you can only use cards that are that. So see, I've used a 3 crystal there card. Or I was going to, I think. I might have cut that. As you can see, yeah, I'm using the trial version of Fraps again, so we're going to get a few jumps. But yeah, you'll see that the crystals on the cards, the blue crystals, have to correspond with what you're blowing up there. So I've just used a spell. It had a crystal value of 1, so now I've got 3 crystals out of 4 left. So deciding what I'm going to do, I can do any card from 3 down. So I could use my Frost Nova, I could use my Fireball spell, which I just did, to take out the enemy's minion. If you have too many minions on the board, then you will die very quickly, which obviously you saw in the last match. I'm playing it kind of dangerous at the moment because I'm down to 23 points of health already. I've been too focused on taking out minions. So yeah, he's taking his life down a bit there. That was a spell that he used. Yeah, just deciding what I'm going to do. My Fireball spell does 6 points of damage just to attack his hero, bring him down a bit more, try and keep it even. If you can try and keep your hero's life even or higher than your opponent's, then you've got a good chance of winning, I would say. But I mean, I'm no expert in this. I've only just started playing recently. So yeah, at the moment I'm trying to figure out what I can do to actually get the players' points down a bit more. If you notice the opponent's minion card there, it's got a little shield icon around it. That's a taunt, or it's like a tank character. I have to attack that person first, or that minion first. I can't take out the minion next to it, and I can't attack the hero. I have to take out the minion, the tank taunt minion first. There are ways around it. If you use a spell, or my Fireball spell, I can go straight past it. You see, now this was really weird. I don't know what happened here. My opponent must have, I don't know, run off, gotten a coffee, something like that. As you can see there, yeah, showing you the countdown timer. It's, yeah, for some reason he didn't have his turn, so who knows? I have no idea what he did. And again, yeah, sorry, there was a bit of a jump there. It skipped. But yeah, if you miss your turn and the rope burns all the way down, then on your next turn, the rope will pop up straight away. You get your countdown straight away. So you can't just run off an AFK. You have to actually do something. I've got quite a handful of cards there. I've used my special card there, my Mechatalk card. I got that card back when I was playing in the beta. It does a special ability. Once you throw it down there, it randomly picks up or it places down a special a machine of some sort. It could be something that heals you. It can, like this one here, it turns your opponents or anyone randomly on the board into a chicken. you'll see on my next turn, it'll actually turn itself into a chicken, which kind of defeats the purpose of having it out and using it. But yeah, this is where I start pulling out the big guns. Now that I'm about... You'll find that cards don't have a crystal value of over 7. So once you hit about 7 crystals, all the big cards will start popping up. As you can see, his minions are frozen. I've had to drop a Frost Nova, so basically I don't get overwhelmed, because that middle card's got... I haven't mentioned that. The bottom left-hand number, the gold one, that's the damage value. So when they attack you, that number will actually come off of your hero's health or your minion's health. Yeah, as you can see, I just dropped my Core Hound. My Core Hound's got a damage of 9, so it's deadly. If I can put up enough tank cards and enough distractions, then they won't get a chance to take out the Core Hound, and that can do some serious damage. That's why I've dropped that one down. I'm pretty sure on my next move I drop down a War Golem as well, or a War Golem. It's another high damage minion. I think it's got about 7 damage. So those two in conjunction can do some serious damage. So basically I'm moving straight into end game here. The game's lasted too long, and I figured I'm going to drop as many tank characters as I can with Taunt. He's going to try and heal up with those troll characters, the Voodoo Doctors. Personally, it's too little too late. He's going to try and take out some of my tanks, but he's not going to have much of a chance. Now that my crystals are up to 9 and his are up to 9 in the next turn. Yep, see, here it comes. Wait for it. Yep, transform it into a sheep. There, that's the high damage character. You can be a sheep. Obviously, you see its damage and health goes down to 1. So now I'm figuring out what to drop. Core Hound, some nice damage there. Snapjaw, I'm going to use the chicken. Alright, so you can see obviously down, we're about even now, and see I've still got points to use. So yeah, going through my Frostbolt, I've got 2 Frostbolt cards there. I figured why not, and Frostbolt him. So 10 points to 15 points of health. At this point I figure once I use some of my other cards, like the Core Hound, or basically once I use the Core Hound, it's all over. So he's got to try and take out my Core Hound now. So yeah, he's going to try and do as much damage as he can to get past those taunt characters. And there's another jump. Yeah, obviously he took out my tank characters. But once again, it's too little too late. So there's my Core Hound going into play, and it's all over. So yeah, that's Hearthstone for you. There's not much to it. It's a very simple, quick game. So yeah, if you guys want to check it out, then yeah, download it from the Blizzard store or the Blizzard website. But until next time, have fun and keep gaming.